Hello and welcome to my very first iMovie 11 tutorial. Compared to more expensive software, iMovie is a simple program, but I've been able to do some pretty amazing things with it. In this and my other tutorial videos, I plan on sharing my techniques and experience with you so you too can achieve more professional looking videos. I thought I'd start it off with something simple, and this is a pretty easy technique to master. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to make it look like there is a ghost in your videos without the use of a green screen or any other expensive equipment. The only thing that you will need beside your camera is a tripod. Let's get started. Before you plan on applying this technique, you first need to get your footage. Make sure the camera is securely attached to your tripod and set it up so you get a static shot like so. What you want to do now is get a shot of nothing but the background that you want your character ghost to be in. Just that by itself. And then after you do that, you can film your character walking around. If you're doing this outside like I did, make sure it's not a windy day and there's no motion in the background like the trees blowing or anything, because the only thing that should be moving in this video is your ghost. I'll explain why that's important later. Once you have the footage you want, import it into iMovie, and then create a project. The first layer you want to put down is the plain background. That'll be the first video you put in. So now you have a shot of just the background. Next, go to the shot of your character moving. Select that and drag it up into your video. You'll get a list of options, and what you want to select is cutaway. Now if the cutaway option doesn't show up, you need to go to iMovie, Preferences, and check this box here, Show Advanced Tools. That allows you to do a lot more special effects with multiple layers of video. So check that, then drag your footage in, and you should get a cutaway option. Select that. Now you have the cutaway of your character overlapping the plain background. What you want to do now is go to the Settings gear and Clip Adjustments. Down here, go to Opacity and lower that down to somewhere around 50%. If you want the ghost to fade in and out of the shot, you can also go to Cutaway Fade and put it around half a second. When you have the settings the way you want them, select Done. Once you've done all of this, your finished product should look something like this. You can see how the ghost fades into the shot from the middle of nowhere and is semi-transparent as she walks around, and then similarly fades out at the end. It's a simple technique, but it still gives you a pretty convincing impression of a ghost. Now there are a few things you don't want to do when you do this. First of all, like I said, no moving objects in the background. If the trees behind her were moving, and I put two different layers taken at two different times overlapping each other, 50% of each version of the trees will show up. So the trees will be out of sync and they'll be blowing in the background, faded like the ghost is, and that would ruin the illusion. The second thing is, when you take the shot of the background by itself, everything should be exactly as it was when you take the shot of the person. Say if there was a toy or something sitting out on the deck in the first shot in the background, and by the time I got around to filming the person, it wasn't there anymore, it'll look like that's partially faded as well, and that would also break the illusion. But the most important thing is, don't move your camera once you've set it down and you decide that you have the angle that you like. Because if you bump it even slightly, you're going to have to start over from scratch no matter how much you filmed, because the background by itself and the background with the person have to line up exactly, or it's a weird cross-faded mess, and it doesn't look very good in your finished video. And that's it. Like I said, it was a simple enough technique. Even though it doesn't produce a Hollywood level result, it's still pretty convincing. If you have any questions or requests, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I have a lot more good videos like this on the way. Also, if you use this method in one of your videos, be sure to let me know about it. I'd love to see it. This has been iMovie Outside the Box, and I'll see you next time. Good luck editing.